live with Dragon. Windy today. Week 15 updates. Trying to get this video in before this storm rolls into Florida. So hopefully we do that without getting a thunderstorm dropped on our head. So, updates. Basically, topics today is going to be general updates on the back, training, programming, mental, and then medication. So, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Sometimes I struggle to continue to put out content because I always, in some way, shape, or form, want to add value. I want to make sure people are actually listening to what I'm saying, or else I'm like speaking into the void. It means nothing, to me, unless someone's getting something out of these conversations. But then I constantly have to remind myself that there isn't a lot of content on YouTube that details people's progression with a herniated disc. So that here we are. So week 15, exciting news. I feel like my back is finally starting to turn the corner in terms of pain being driven down. Medication is being tapered down as well. That's always a good sign. Big things for this week and a little bit of last week is I did 4 training days in the gym, hypertrophy focused, and they all went pretty well. Didn't result in a flare-up. Recovery was really good. I also had some muscle soreness in obviously the targeted areas that I was trying to hit. So my mental well-being, being able to train, that's my number one outlet for stresses of this world, is finally being exercised. The demons are being exercised finally. I'm back in the gym. A little bit, obviously, within reason, right? What this could mean for everybody else, obviously, is do I go to the gym and just immediately hop into bench press? No, that's not the case at all. So for myself, I have mentioned previously that I was working with external coaching services that has discontinued. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You gotta make sure that things see eye to eye on that front. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. No hard feelings, but I'm back in control of what we're doing. Doesn't mean I'll still reach out to certain people that I trust. External services for myself are obviously going to be still soft tissue work, stretch therapy in some regards, but mostly soft tissue work. And there's a PT machine called the Newbie, right? It's kind of like stim, but supposedly has some sort of different effect than just average stim. So essentially, the split that I'm trying to run is I will wake up, continue my morning walk fasted. So it's morning walk fasted, breakfast, drop son off at school, daycare rather, and then we will go to the gym. I will do all my mobility work. Sometimes I'll do a little bit more cardio if I feel like a little bit not warmed up. So it's usually cardio and then into mobility work. Mobility will take about, give or take, 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'll transition to hypertrophy. Every movement that I select is handpicked at nausea to make sure that it doesn't elicit a negative response in my back, but still gives me the glorious bump of the gods. I did chest today. That's why I did that. Sorry. That's the programming side. So my split is written out. I use the same coaching app that I use for my clients, for myself, and that details literally from cardio, nutrition, to mobility, to training, and also supplementation, which is something that nobody talks about even when you work with somebody else. Nobody talks about supplementation. I think it's a very big aspect of healing as fast as you possibly can. That is detailed. And that's something that you guys are interested too. It's like, I really think from a price standpoint, I'm a very good option. There's that storm. Got to make this video a little bit quicker than I expected. So from the mental side of things, as you guys can tell, maybe I'm a little bit more upbeat today, or this week rather. It's because I'm excited. I'm excited to kind of get back to my normal activities as best I can. Gym is more than just weight training to me. It's a way to kind of follow a path. Like, it feels like I'm back on route to achieving bigger purpose. And I think it's going to be cool to eventually look back and be like, okay, this is the dark side. And then we kind of escape the darkness. Similar to Batman when Bane broke his back. Except nobody broke my back except for myself. I talked a little bit too about the medication being tapered lower. You know, originally we were up to doing like medication every 6 hours. We even had a muscle relaxer in the mix that has been pulled. Right now we're just running gabapentin and the diclofenac. And typically from a symptom standpoint, I would start to see the pain levels rise pretty aggressively around the 6 hour mark. Take the medication, levels would stabilize, so on and so forth, rinse and repeat. Now it's looking like I can hold off for 8 or 9 hours, which is ideal. We're going to continue to run that as long as we can. The rain is coming. Hopefully it's not affecting the camera. So I will say in conclusion, before it finally starts pouring, is we are on the road to recovery. So if you guys are dealing with a herniated disc and you're feeling hopeless, know that there are people that are working through the same issues that you are. And as long as you are staying diligent in your approach and you are changing things week over week, you too can return back to full strength, hopefully, as I've done in the past without having to go the surgical route. That is all from Dragon's Week 15 update. If you have comments, questions, general feedback, feel free to attach it to the bottom of the video. I try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. And if you are interested in coaching, whether it's nutrition, training, back-related, rehab, anything that you can imagine, Dragon has got you. And Dragon is out.